sooner. I want to understand the enemy.
Yeah, shot down Chen. He was toying with him.
Spare 10 lost. Another one. One recon aircraft lost. It's with this guy. That's an Su-30. All spare squadron aircraft provide support for Cyclops and Strider. Keep the bandit off of them.
Negative. That's not possible.
Get in there with that monster, Spare 15. We're gonna lose more friendlies.
Force flying out of bounds.
Those damn cowards bailing on us?
Just send back the damaged craft. The only guys we can use. Spare 15, Spare 11. Give an element to take up the rear.
Forget it.
Trigger's taking the beast head on. You two deal with support.
So this is for 10 point thousand.
Shit. Roger that. Will do. Soldier, Soul 3. They've got 2 rear guard. The better one's mine. Copy that, King. Don't call me that. Soul 1, please respond. What's your status? My status? I'm so excited.
Go get him!
Wiseman, you see that color? It's flying.
It's Mr. X for sure.
The pilot of the experimental squadron's X-plane.
Wiseman, we don't want to mess with this guy. It's clear by the way he flies. Where?
Exactly the man we didn't want to run into. Jaeger, if it comes down to it, we'll act as a shield. Just get my guys out of here.
Understood.
Bandits in the clouds. Chase him down. You've got this.
Soul 3, what's your deal?
You're telling me there's only 2 craft taking on the orange guy?
No, just one's taking him on.
No way. I wouldn't last a minute.
Soul 2, this is Soul 1. Soul 2 here. What's up? Let's hope we not connect. That wasn't the plan.
Lucian, do not engage. If he gets close, just run.
Copy that. Was gonna do that anyway.
Spare 15, enemy's got a lock.
Soul 1, going to assist. Your job's not mine.
The enemy's in the clouds. Follow them, Spare 15. Do something or the entire recon squadron could go down. Spare 15, missile. Spare 15, enemy's got a lock.
Soul 1, this is Soul 2. My status is fine. Do not interfere. Soul 1, the clouds are up again. Let's return to base. Affirmative.
Bandit is retreating. He managed to survive somehow.
Trigger, kindness gets you killed.
Hey, guard dog. Who's the guy who worked his ass off at the rear?
The biggest dumbass in the unit.
Makes sense. Only an idiot would be brave enough to pull off those moves.
I'll guide you back to Air Force Base 444, though I doubt you have enough gas to make it.
Appreciate the help. Will he be at the base?
I wouldn't get involved if I were you.
Runway is clear. You have permission to land. You made it this far, don't screw up now. 3,000 meters. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. Lower your nose. You're too high. 1,500 meters. Heading is good. Stay on course. Great work. Nice job in not ruining a good plane. Your work's still far from done. Stand by for further orders.
The crew said the enemy had one mean son of a bitch flying for him. Our team had a few Air Force hot dogs, real experienced pilots. But this guy swooped in like a hawk, locked on, and took them all out in the blink of an eye. Reminds me of a story Gramps told me once. He said a little while before he retired from active duty, he saw an enemy fighter wipe out an entire formation right in front of him. It was like seeing how a shark works when it's going after its dinner. This enemy pilot stalked Gramps' pals from below, just like how a shark would. Then one by one, he put the bite on them. Sounds like what happened to our guys today. Kinda surprised so many made it back alive. I bet when they saw what was going on, they broke formation and left their buddies to the shark. Hang on. There's 3 extra planes here. They're foreigners too.
Spare Squadron, this mission needs...
You returned without permission and failed as escorts. So how about you rethink your value while in solitary? Take them away. Well, well, what do you know? Pilots made it back to base alive. Treat them well and feed them plenty. After all, we have to get a favorable report out of them. I've spent enough of my time being the commander of some worthless penal unit.
I had a chance to talk to one of the pilots that escaped back here, so I took it. Apparently, 2 of our planes took the enemy on alone. They covered the Allies so they could retreat. The hell kind of idiot does a thing like that? The last pilot to land back at the base was that scrawny anarchist dude. He always had this dumb grin on his face, like he didn't give a damn about whatever he did to get thrown in here with the rest of us. Was he the one who went gung-ho? I bought him a drink later. After the usual small talk, I turned the topic around to the mission. For an anarchist, he struck me as a bit weird. Nothing like what I expected. He talked a mile a minute and kept going on and on about library books. Not encyclopedias, those cheesy adventure novels you read in high school. Nothing against those. I like a good story myself once in a while. But I wasn't here to talk books.
I remember that day well. Amidst the swirling clouds, a fighter squadron was trying to help its allies reach safety.
He's pretty foolish, isn't he?
I thought so too. Suddenly, a highly skilled enemy fighter squadron appeared and began picking them off at the edges. One by one, they fell right out of the sky.
Although, I guess there was nobody around that was even more foolish to go to their aid then. So you simply watch things unfold from a distance.
Yeah. I mean, who would have ever thought that I'd just go and follow them straight into the enemy squadron like that?
After what felt like decades, I finally got to the info I was looking for. He wasn't the guy. He said he was just following his wingman's lead and managed not to die somehow. The hero on this mission was the new guy. The one that killed Harling. How did you feel?
I'm still kind of shaken up, actually. But you know, I do feel a certain sense of pride, too.
He really is foolish, isn't he?
Yep, he sure is.
I went to the hangar to have myself a closer look at Trigger's plane. I knew that burnt smell. That's what happens when an engine's been driven to its limit. This pilot was a hot dog. From now on, I was gonna keep my eye on this idiot. From a distance, though. I didn't want to get too tight with someone who was a better pilot than my dad. Even so, I decided to give this guy's plane a little bit of the old Avril magic touch. He needed all the help he could get.
Attention! If you disobeyed orders in the previous mission, line up over there. You won't disobey a second time. Do not test my patience. The biggest threat to our forces is the enemy's enormous swarm of drones. In order for our forces to penetrate deep into Erusian territory, we'll need to clear a path. You will destroy the enemy's fuel plant. HQ has found evidence that fuel is being moved intermittently inland from a refinery at the harbor in Artiglio. It's likely they're supplying fuel for the various drone bases. Those of you whose food privileges were taken away already know how this goes. We silence the drones by taking their fuel. Enter via the estuary, take out their AA, destroy the fuel points on both sides of the river and their oil tankers. Remember, you're not bona fide military. You're expendable.
guy at the front.
Champ went down crying like a baby. I knew he was all bark and no bite. The coward. You don't want to talk, running off with your tail between your legs? I wasn't running away, I was retreating. Now, I can't say I blame you. It was hell out there. And I'm not in the mood for this shit today. I want to blow stuff up and let off steam.
Spare 15, target destroyed.
Target in sight. I see a lot of oil tanks. Boats, all warships. There's plenty of buildings, too.
Destroy everything in sight.
I appreciate the simplicity of the operation. They don't look like military.
You think you can look anything like military?
Damn! That's what I call fireworks. Burn, bitches!
Regular fire. I've got more bad news. Megastorm and Nessa 2 that formed a few days ago is approaching our AO.
Now time to spray the roofs, is it? The fighter pilot wants to fight. This is like too easy. Get this shit out of here before it's blown up! Bandog was right. We're no proper military. Enough with the holier than thou act, have we? I belong in the P unit. Trigger, you know our parents more than I do. It's all about where you're from. It's like watching the fireworks display. Burn, baby, burn. Back on me!
3 minutes remaining. Vanessa 2 entering AO in 3 minutes.
Shit, we're out of time.
Target destroyed. Spare 15 locked on.
You practically invited me in.
Predator cleared. Locked on. In position behind Bandit. What's your six? Bandit! Oil tank! Shit! There's no way we can extinguish it!
I've got you right where I want you. Enemy is locked on. They hit my tail.
2 minutes remaining.
In position behind Bandit.
Trigger eliminated the target. Enemy sticking in my rear.
Breaking out of lock.
In gun range.
Protect the fuel storage. That's what the anti-air guns were.
Hey, Traeger. Why do you think this stupid war keeps dragging on? Here we go. It's all because countries exist. Shouting that and throwing a rock got me in here.
Well, you have free meals in a war blade. You should thank our good citizens. Fox 2, Fox 2.
What's your six? Bandit! They're targeting every last oil truck.
1 minute remaining. Dust Cloud is entering the area of operations. Finish your work if you want to stay out of solitary.
Prime target attacking.
tankers loaded with oil got away. Missile launched. HQ saw them on satellite. Burned down everything that turns up.
Why are they popping on and off of radar?
Sand clouds. Sand breaks up here and there. That's when radar picks them up. If you detect something, strike fast.
Staring at my radar and trolling? This is not my style.
Even in sand, you can lock on if you get close enough.
Are you sure you can trust that intel?
Easy for you to say.
You guys do whatever you want. I'm going off by myself. Okay, do you think that's for the best? Got one on radar. Moving.
Tanker truck destroyed. Make sure you wipe them all out.
Take that.
Eyes like a jackal, Trigger. They pave desert highways nicely, you know? People drive fast to avoid bandits in the desert.
Spare 2, count. Where the hell do you think you're going? You're approaching Erusian territory. Return.
Just following orders to find tankers. So how about you go chew on a bone? We don't run out of gas, right?
They've got trailers full of fuel.
Trucks don't run on jet fuel. I heard diesel engines can.
Quit yapping and hunt down your targets. Vehicle down. The rising smoke marks their graves.
Nice sentiment, Bad Dog.
Spare squadron, a new enemy is approaching. Bearing 350 from the reference point.
They're coming from the north. Did they pick up Count's aircraft? Wait a sec, don't go blaming me.
They appear to be Erusian drones.
More UAVs? Why are they always after us?
The mission stays the same. Destroy the tankers.
There's no way we can chase the damn tankers now. They're coming.
You're out of your goddamn mind.
A cat doesn't have enough lives to carry out your orders.
Do your duty and take out the tankers.
Just abandoned target. Even they can't see through the dust. Just like regular clouds. Easy to lose your rock in there. That's all I'm playing. Hey! Trigger, I'm sticking with you.
Have you forgotten what happens to deserters? I'll send you out to dig up landmine with your bare hands.
I'm sticking around. You know why that political offender jackass is still alive, don't you?
Trigger?
Higher chance of living with him.
Tanker confirmed eliminated.
You can't run from us.
Keep going. Burn it all.
Where's the taker?
Locked on bandit.
Spare 15 locked.
Huh? What's that explosion?
Vehicle down. You can't stick around forever. Find those targets. Ignore the UAVs and go after the mission targets.
We have to take out the UAVs first. Trigger trash the target.
Target down.
Trigger again? You're burning. That was some pretty low jet fuel.
Nah, jet fuel doesn't ignite that easily. That was standard gas.
How about taking targets down instead of flapping your gums?
Allied aircraft down by a UAV.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission, full band.
We gotta get those UAVs.
Mission's become way too dangerous. Can't tell for trying to get into this shit.
Shut the hell up. This has nothing to do with me.
You guys are celebrating, but I don't hear anyone saying all targets have been taken down.
Weapon system's acting up. I can't fight like this. I'm gonna break off. There he goes. Hey, he's one of the drones here. Say what you want. Have fun with your friends.
Target confirmed, near full band. Dig around. Spare 15, target destroyed.
One more truck down. Drop them all.
That cheers me up. Not that I give a rat's ass. You sound like you know something. I don't just give intel away for free.
5 minutes remaining.
The tankers are getting farther away.
Searching on CH-115.
Missile. Caution. 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 Pull up.
Stick with trigger and you'll make it. That's how I'm still alive. Target is down. Well done.
Uncovered another one.
That's a lot of fuel up in smoke. But there could be more hiding somewhere. Understood. HQ sent a message. That was the last one. All aircraft, return to base. Burning up all those tankers will starve their drones for a while.
I'm still alive.
Stick with trigger and you'll make it. Worked like a charm.
If you think that's all you need to survive, you might as well get your last rites now.
Exactly, that was all dumb luck. Wait, you were in earshot, Count?
Must have been straining to hear from high altitude.
Seems you've learned nothing in the sky, Count.
Well, yeah, it's not like there's anything I can learn from Trigger.
The mission was a success. There's nothing else I need to say. Dismissed. So it looks like we're getting attention from above. If any credit is due, it should come to me. Prisoners deserve nothing. It seems headquarters is starting to view some of you in the penal unit as a valid military force. Or at least that's what the rumors are saying. But that's bullshit. The only reason you're here is to atone for your crimes by carrying out missions.
Well, you sit on your ass and get medals.
You, solitary, now. Okay, on to the briefing. In this mission, you're going into Erusian territory. We know the Erusian Forces communications facility to the north in the Waiapolo Mountains is linked to the swarm of drones. Your mission is critical. You will destroy the facility and then weaken those drones. As it's important, the enemy won't go down without a fight. The area is watched over by spy satellites. If discovered, expect AA missiles. Unless you have a death wish, you must use the clouds for cover around the sides and base of the mountains. Use the clouds to hide from their satellites, and you just might have a chance to shake off their missiles. If you do find a missile on your tail, head to the clouds and pray. Let the missile kill you or crash into the rocks. That much freedom I will give.
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now. above. Stay in or below the clouds to keep hidden. That means no missiles. Even you watch and understand that.
Talk about an enclosed space.
What's more enclosed than solitary? Commence operation. That's your target radar. Destroy the anti-air weapons around it, too.
What if the radar isn't under a cloud?
Destroy it, and then scurry for cover if you value your life.
I thought you'd say that.
Destroy radar sites. You're still under satellite observation. Watch out for missiles.
Feels like I'm being watched by a pack of band dogs.
Caution.
Their missiles are guided by a combination of the satellite and the radar facility. So if the radar facility is destroyed, their missiles should stop hitting their targets.
Are you sure you can trust that intel?
Who knows? Only one way to find out. You're in plain view, Spare 15. Get back to the clouds. Radar site confirmed destroyed. However, not all radars have been taken out. The satellite's still in operation.
Caution.
They sure aren't making things easy for us. Damn it, they're making us do something, but just what? It's a dangerous operation, but it's better than running through a minefield blind, I guess. You're so naive, Tabloid. Doing is exactly like running through a minefield blind.
Silence. If you've got time to yap, you're not doing your job right.
Got in using a trick any amateur could think of. Picked up a bunch of intel.
Fullman, that's your second strike. There won't be a third.
You're best shaking off missiles by going into the clouds.
Target destroyed. 2 to go.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
I got my hands on a password, and after some digging around, I found a bunch of stuff.
I'm not sure you understand what you're saying, Spare 6.
I'll let you in on it when we're home, Bad Dog. In this war, intel is a life or death matter.
Missile. Missile.
I think you might be right.
Missile. Missile.
Radar site destroyed. Children last with the same hospitality.
When is that damn cloud gonna move?
All targets destroyed. That's the last of the radar sites we needed to destroy. That probably put a stop to their satellite's missile guidance capabilities. Someone fly above the clouds.
How about you do it?
I like the sound of that.
You could do with the exercise.
Wait a minute. Hold it.
What's going on, Band Dog?
This is the Air Force Base 444 Squadron. What is your affiliation?
Nobody told me there was this many nearby. Incoming Allied fighters. Respond.
The regular forces don't want anything to do with the penal base.
They have radar lock.
The IFF says they're allies. Missile, whoa, time out. Don't tell me they're barrier troops. Someone's on me. Is he an enemy? Evade!
Ocean fighters do not attack! Shit! These guys aren't allies!
Are they spoofing our IFF?
Modern IFF connects to our strategic system via satellites. It can't be decoded.
What the hell?
He fled into the clouds.
The enemy's showing no mercy.
What about markings and craft type?
There's no time.
How do they know?
At this rate, no one's going to get out alive. All aircraft head into the clouds. Get out of the enemy sight.
And then what? Hey, the enemy's working in coordination.
Caution. Hello.
Who's on my tail? Is it an enemy? Information regarding IFFs is top secret. There's no way they can make it fake.
Caution. Hello. Caution. Hello.
All aircraft, gather around me. I mean Trigger. What? Band Dog, can you register Trigger and the blips around him as friendlies?
What are you thinking? What good is that?
What other choice do we have?
Sure.
All right, all aircraft, form up on Trigger, nice and tight.
Right now.
That doesn't sound good.
Air contact incoming at high speed. It's too fast to be an aircraft.
It's not an aircraft. What is it?
What do we do? What's going on?
Five, four, three, two, one. Here it comes.
That's Shockwave!
My aircraft's gonna break up.
Incoming transmission from HQ. Their weapon is codenamed Helios. It's a long-range missile carried by Arsenal birds.
Arsenal birds?
Why are they aiming for us?
Sending over the predicted impact zone. It's coming in hot.
Damn, you're working quick today, Bandog.
Get too chatty and you'll die. Five, four, three, two, one.
Don't get caught.
How can they fire like that when they've got allies in the airspace? Don't they care about the pilots?
I need help. I'm on it.
Count! Missile! Breaking! Chase him down!
Projectile on radar.
Igniting!
I can't.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Too small for the impact zone.
Missile. Missile.
Red 13. Break.
Caution. Missile.
Helios spotted.
Warning! Missile in the air!
Why does it have to be me?
Missile.
Five, four,
Missile.
three, two,
Missile.
one.
Missile.
Retreat!
I'm going down.
We're dead meat out here!
Half of the targets remaining.
Missile coming at you. Move it.
Damn. Helios inbound.
Watch your radar. I can't find my way out.
There's nowhere to run!
Five, four, three, two, one. Impact now.
The enemy's not letting up!
There are a few targets remaining. Concentrate. Shoot down remaining hostiles.
Stick the trigger and make it.
No! No one leaves here alive!
Box 2. Another projectile incoming. It's a Helios again.
With tails inside, I can take a missile or two. No problem.
Prepare for impact.
Direct hit and we're done.
Damn, I'm targeted.
Projectile on radar.
Missile! Missile!
Heads up, idiot. Enemy on your six.
Caution.
Nearly there.
Caution. Pull up.
What the hell do we do?
Stop going around. Take me down,
Helios spotted.
Missile!
we can't outrun it.
Helios incoming.
Where'd the attack come from? They're hitting us while out of our attack range.
Right along, Trigger.
Enemy dead ahead. He's mine. man got tagged as an enemy.
What?
You did that on purpose, Bandog.
Did what?
Don't play dumb. Full ban.
It was an accident. It got out of control. Return to base.
Son of a bitch!
The mission was a success. There's nothing else I need to say. Dismissed. Hold on, Count. It looks like your kill numbers are going up every day. You know what happens by giving false reports. Anyway, you other pilots should learn from him. I'm getting the hell out of this dump. And when I do, their kill count will make my star shine brighter.
Suddenly, we were being treated like a regular unit. We've been ordered to pack everything up and move the base further inland. We even got a transport plane. The funny thing is, no one here remembers I've got a bum leg and, oh, that I'm not a soldier. Take a look at the map. There's an island on the other side of Usea our Marines landed on. The space elevator's not too far from there. They tell us the airfield's being used as a base to support the elevator. Not sure if I trust that intel. Anyway, the transport plane's gonna drop us there, without any fighters to cover us. Some genius thought we could commandeer the enemy's jets they left in the hangars, and use those to fight. Y'all aren't real soldiers, they said. Any other day we'd be using you lowlifes to go out and dig up landmines. And prisoners don't get guns. You'll just have to make do with whatever we give you and like it. A phone. They don't let us prisoners near them. But with all the hustle and bustle of moving the base, they forgot to lock this one up. Looks like an antique. I lost my right for a phone call ever since I was arrested and locked up. It's trippy to think that I can just hook it up, dial a number, and talk to someone from my own country. Planning escapes ain't all I'm good at. I'm plenty good at remembering phone numbers, too. A little while later, I headed over to HQ. You must know.
We did get a call direct from command. That pipe, what exactly are you doing with it?
My grandfather had a lot of friends in the Air Force from his time as a lieutenant. My point? Well, you're going to set out in your own special aircraft. Then you'll send everybody else off in the wrong direction while you head somewhere else.
All right, fine. But just you and you alone. You're the only one allowed on board. Besides, there's only one seat left.
I said cool. That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Attention, I've received a communication from the General Staff Office. It seems your ability to carry out missions has gotten the attention of the higher-ups. All of you have been pardoned. The Ocean Air Force Base 444 Squadron is now officially legit. In celebration, you are to join the operation to take back the base on Tyler Island in southwestern Usea. The battle is underway, and the airport to the south has been reclaimed. However, fighting with the remaining forces in the north is still active. You will all be stationed at the airport. The battle is not letting up. We expect extensive losses to all involved. Still, the fact that we've gained new ground is a blessing. My time as CO of the penal base is over. All command personnel, including myself, are being moved to a base in far eastern Usia. However, we will be stopping to refuel in Bulgurdarest. It's in Erusian territory, with close ties to Osea. Even if we detour, we will still have to fly through Erusian airspace in the end. And that is where we will need you ex-cons to come in. I've selected a number of you with mission experience to provide support. That's all. Dismissed. Hey, Trigger, wait right there. Though I'm not entirely happy with the arrangement, you are going to provide support. The drones might attack again. If they do, protect my aircraft with your life. If the General Staff Office hadn't stepped in and requested you, your ass would have been sent to Tyler Island. You were covered in Harling's blood, yet you still are messing around behind the scenes. You breathe in a way I don't like, and I'll shoot you out of the damn sky.